And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the full. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Dave. How important, Greg, is it to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
So here's Miami's starting group. Garland is out there with Anthony Edwards. Then there's Brown. Then there's Edey. And it's Jovic in at the power forward.
Fearless move by Garland inside, going for the high percentage shot.
Simmons finds Reddish. The three from George. Edey with the rebound. It's Garland with the ball for Miami. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Leonard inside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of it.
Brown outside. Back to Garland. It's rebounded by Memphis. This game against Miami here, their first look at the Heat. Simmons with it. Pass to Reddish. Clock at 6. Back to Simmons. Shoots over Garland. No good from Simmons. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Edwards, good. Edwards got his second bucket.
Terrific play by Edwards. Moves like this are what makes him so much fun to watch.
Pass to Leonard. Fires from deep. Drills the three-pointer.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Garland the pass to Edwards. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Turner with a screen on Edwards. And it's Turner finishing it off.
With the ability to make plays from the wing, Paul George is a complete offensive player.
Here's Edey. Turner covering. Edwards dishes to Brown. Again, the miss by the Heat. Memphis trailing here. Pass to Simmons. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And that's where Simmons wants to operate as a scorer. Foul line down.
Here's Edey. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Left side, Brown. Grizzlies have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. George passes to Leonard. Reddish with the screen for Leonard. And Reddish with the slam.
There's the unselfishness of Kawhi Leonard, keeping his teammates involved.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. Now, we talked about the tall task of facing Anthony Edwards. Coach said he is so physical. Ant looks more like a linebacker than a wing, so we can't foul Edwards too much. That's playing right into his hands. So we'll try to play him, sending him to the line. Not easy to do. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Outside Leonard. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Pass to George. Reddish with the screen for George. From the arc. It's hauled in by Brown.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
It's sent back down by Simmons.
The length. Simmons just overpowering with that reach.
Off the inbound.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark. That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Turner with a screen on Edwards. And George, here we go. And that one drops.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Simmons against Garland.
Well, how about the D there from George, one of the premier two-way players in our league.
Here's Edie. He had 15 points last outing. Just 5 to shoot. Brown inside the line. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Well, as his career has progressed, Brown's really improved his playmaking. Credit to him for putting in the work.
Pass to Leonard. Back to Simmons. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Edwards with the block.
Well, I love whenever Edwards is disengaged defensively. Excellent job coming up with the block.
There's the lob to Brown. It's stolen by Reddish. Here's the break. A shot by George, wide open. That doesn't go either for George.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Edwards kicks to Brown. Back to Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
I don't know how Edwards does it. It's a blend of skill, finesse, and a little bit of luck that went down.
Grizzlies making a switch here. McConnell's checked in. It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway. The Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
A moment here to see some numbers for McConnell. Some last season stats for him. Averaged about 10 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And with the ball in his hands, he is an outstanding distributor.
Well, he is so unselfish. That's why guys love playing alongside him.
Leonard, the pass to Turner. There's McConnell. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Well, Heat leading by 4. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Bangs home the trifecta. Edwards got 14 points for the game.
How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
Pass to Leonard. To end the run. Miami grabs the miss. Now Garland. Outside Edwards. Back to Garland with the shot. It's hauled in by Paul George.
Yeah, and they hold the lead in spite of his cold shooting night. He has not been able to get it going.
People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Miles Turner. Cole comes in for Reddish. And it's Simons in for George. Joe passes to Ware. Here's Black. He's covered by McConnell. Black, no good. Well, it was Miami winning their last game against the Wizards. Now, here's McConnell. Covered by Joe. Well, Heat leading by 5. Pass to Black. Here's Joe. He's covered by McConnell. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. It's his first trip to the line. He misses the free throw. Johnson, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. He doesn't get the second one.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
A nice shot by Simons.
You can't give Simons a look from 3. He's a knockdown guy.
Hunter against Johnson. Pass to Joe. Heat moving the ball around. Hunter with it. The Heat need to get a shot off. The shot's good. And the Heat lead by 4.
And nice dime from Hunter there. An unselfish player who knows how to look for his teammates.
Three-pointer, Simon. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Hunter dishes to Black. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. With this chance, let's show you the league's most intimidating shot-blocking defenses from last season. The Grizzlies 4th.
Last season, this was a team that prided itself on protecting the rim. They were not an easy group to score on inside.
And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Trailing by 2. Bull can't hit. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Pass to Hunter. From past the arc. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And Hunter can really do damage from deep. The defense has to get out on him.
Here's Simon. That's tipped. Johnson outside. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
To the left wing. Here's Bitadze. Claxton covering. Bitadze can't hit. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Johnson surveying the floor. Bull setting the pick for Johnson. To the inside. Now here's Hunter. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
And boy, are they attacking the paint. So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Count it. Miami leading by 5. Here's Black. 50 seconds left here in the opening quarter. "17-foot shot on the way. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Johnson for 3. The rebound by Bitadze. Claxton with the steal. McConnell finds Simons. That's good. It's McConnell with the assist. Now it's just a 3-point Miami lead. Miami's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Johnson against Hunter. Into the lane. It's stolen by Johnson. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Heat lead by 3. Stay with us as we get set to break. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
On the court for the Heat, they've got Darius Garland. He's out there with Edwards. Edie out there with Jaylen Brown. And it's Jovic in at the 4-man position. Edwards against Simons. Edwards, no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Reddish the pass to Simmons. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And when you talk about Jaylen Brown, you have to bring up his two-way ability. He's a pure scorer who can also guard the opposing best wing. There aren't a lot of guys like Brown in the league.
Paul George, he's checked in for Anthony Simons. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great team.
Whoa, a little extra right there from Edwards.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Back to Simmons. Down low. It's stolen by Brown. To the paint. There's Garland. It's sent back down by Simmons. And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Brown deciding where to go with it. Simmons against Garland. And it's off from three-point range. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. It's a 5-point game. Took him no time at all on that one. George has got 6.
And definitely a shot George willing to take. His stroke makes it easy work for him.
Pass to Edwards. Lets it go from deep. Edwards knocking down the J.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
George passes to Reddish. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Jovic. Back to Garland. And he lays it straight in. And the Heat lead by 6.
And what you like about Garland, his ability to make the adjustment inside.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Check of the stats for Jaylen Brown. Coming off a terrific season, he was around 23 points a game last year, 5 rebounds and 3 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
6 to shoot. Here's Leonard. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Known for his incredible defense, Leonard's huge hands and timing really helped make an impact on that end.
2 shots. No good on that one. And he sinks the second.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Jovic passes to Garland. Heat moving the ball around. And here's Edwards from the arc. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got 4 assists now tonight. GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his looks.
Miami leading by 8. Pass to Garland. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Goodness, Ben Simmons, unreal.
Outside Garland. To the middle. Here's Edey. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And they call an illegal screen here. Just a quick look now at how the point totals have looked over the last several months for DeAndre Hunter.
Look, sometimes you go up, sometimes down, and the trend has been on the downward side in terms of his average points per game. And a variety of factors can be the culprit. And a lot of times you focus on the efficiency more than just pure point output.
Inside, Brown. It's rebounded by Memphis. Reddish has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And George kicks to Leonard. Pass to Reddish. Some solid defense from Brown.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
To the middle, here's Edwards. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my. Well, we've seen this movie before. Edwards is rolling, and his energy right now is infectious.
George against Edwards. Now, here is George. D right on him. Leonard, so dangerous from deep.
You set him up more often than not. Leonard will knock him down.
Pass to Edey, and stolen by Leonard. By himself, and Simmons slams it in.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
And here's Garland for 3.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
Simmons the bounce pass. And here's George for 3. It's rebounded by Jovic. Well, Heat leading by 5. Outside Garland. Outside Edwards. Over Reddish. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. 26 points for Anthony Edwards. Simmons dishes to Turner. Now here's Leonard. He's tightly guarded. No good on the fadeaway.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
Pass to Jovic. To the inside. Edwards can't hit.
You got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste. Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
Brown outside. And they double up Brown. Shot clock at 6. Here's Edwards, and the rejection by Leonard.
And those long arms and huge hands, Leonard has all the tools he needs to erase shots.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Here's Hunter. 5 points in the game, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And here is Simon. Pass to McConnell. Back to Simons. There's the three. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well, it took Simons some time to find his footing in this league, but since then, he's been a consistent scoring threat.
Hunter with it. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Bull the pass to McConnell. Puts up a three. Bull can't hit. Miami leading by 4. Black the pass to Hunter. Johnson with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Fires the three. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. Here's Bull, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down 1, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. The guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
And so Bull nails both of them.
And like his father, Manu, Bull's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
Hunter against Johnson, and the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Miami.
Well, I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And in addition, the three-point shooting has been dialed in tonight. They seem poised for a big game from deep.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Hunter, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Johnson outside. Here's Simons. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Sticking with it. Simons using all of his strength on that one.
And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer, and now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
And it's tied up with that one.
He's such a great scorer. Simons can carry an offense for a stretch. Now he's working on the night-to-night consistency.
Hunter kicks to Black. Down low. Pass to Joe. Good ball movement here by Miami. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots it. Black, no good. Memphis has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. McConnell passes to Bull. Outside, Simons. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Heat shooting reasonably well, 45%. Back to Black. Pass to Hunter. Nails the 16-footer. Hunter's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, Hunter has this versatility in his offensive game.
McConnell passes to Johnson. Claxton finds Johnson. And here is Simons. His three-pointer's off the mark. Here's Joe. Good on the triple. And it's a 5-point Heat lead.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Pass to Johnson. Left side, Simons. Good on the shot. 18 points for him.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Here's Ware, beyond the arc, and Bull sends it back, and he recovers it. Here's Black. He's covered by McConnell. Black, no good. Bull up top. The 11-footer misses off the right iron. Fires from way outside. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Miami Heat. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Thanks for joining us. The story through the first half, the Miami Heat.
Despite being the visitor, they've been in control. They've got an edge to their game. That can quiet a hostile.
And a look now at some of the games that have yet to tip this evening. It'll be the Detroit Pistons up against the Clippers out in Los Angeles. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through two quarters.
Well, when you've got a player with the energy and athleticism he has, it can make for a big night when he gets it going.
We've got George. Reddish out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Simmons. And it's Turner in its center, locking down the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Taking the bump. Garland doesn't hold back and gets rewarded with the foul.
The Heat have shot 70% for the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10.
And take a look back at last season, and what a season it was for them from the free throw line. 82% as a group.
You coached Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
But do you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet? There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Now it's great being your partner.
Likewise. Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Now here's Reddish. He's covered by Brown. Good work there as it goes. Simmons got 8 points.
Great find. Leading his teammate right to the bucket.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You may recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother, Powell, play for the Grizz. Marc said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. When I came back as a Grizzlies player, I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly shows.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Outside, George. Pass to Turner. Outside, Simmons. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by the Heat. Jovic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Edwards looking it over. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on George.
Well, it's so difficult to outsmart Edwards as a defender. He'll just come right into you.
Taking 2 shots.
And Edwards drops them both. And so Simmons will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies, trailing here by 8. We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
And now a look at the numbers for Edwards. Great showing for him last season. He was around 26 points per game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he is such a huge part of what this team does on offense.
Yeah, their entire system would look different if they didn't have this guy to defend on.
Brown kicks to Edwards. Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
Where doesn't Edwards score from? Even in the mid-range, he makes shots.
Simmons passes to Turner. The Grizzlies with another miss. The Heat leading by 10. Outside, Edwards. Here's Jovic. He's covered by Leonard. Here's Edwards. Again, the Heat good for 2.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Pass to Reddish. The shot's good on the assist by George. Reddish has got 7 points in the game.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. With a pause in the action, let's show you the teams that were best from the line last season. The Heat in 5th.
Very reliable. No question, they punish teams for sending them to the free throw line.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. Simmons dishes to Turner. Garland against Simmons. Simmons sets a screen for George. No good with the triple. Heat have gotten every shot that dropped since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Brown finds Garland. And the 3 off target.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Simmons, the bounce pass. Memphis moving it around. George double teamed. 5 to shoot. Turner with a screen for Simmons. Takes a shot at the elbow. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 4 rebounds in this game. Edwards. Another shot. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Leonard. George looking over the floor. Fires the 3. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That's his 4th foul of the contest. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Johnson comes in for George. And it's Simons in for Ben Simmons. And Miami also making a switch. Ware's checked in.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Simons from outside. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Brown's got 5 rebounds tonight. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Outside Turner. Simons from outside. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. Simons has got 21 in the game. Miami leading by 8. Outside Edwards. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Bull. He's checked in for Memphis. T.J. McConnell comes in for Reddish.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
And the dunk by Bull.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Here's Edwards. And the rejection by Claxton. Bull kicks to McConnell. Pass to Claxton. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Miami.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Look, he's a lengthy wing who can defend multiple positions and space the floor. Hunter has a lot of value in this league.
On the wing, Johnson, covered by Hunter. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, it seems like Simons is always keeping his options open, always willing to make the pass instead of taking the shot.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Shooting one.
And that one falls for Johnson. And Eric Spoelstra, the head coach of the Miami Heat, receiving a record 8-year, $120 million extension. Greg, that's some big dough.
Is it ever? And remains coaching for the only NBA franchise he's ever worked for. Already one of the most tenured head coaches in the association, and that figures to continue for a while.
Claxton, the pass to Simons. The three. The rebound by Batadze. Miami leading by 8. Here's Black. Pass to Hunter. Johnson over to help. Back to Hunter. The three. The Grizzlies pull it in. Claxton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Now McConnell. Still yet to score. Outside Simons. Back to McConnell. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Joe. Covered by Simons. Pass to Black. Now Joe. Batadze the pass to Hunter. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Now here's Simons. Covered by Joe. Right side, Simons. Bull kicks to Johnson. And another miss by Memphis.
That was a good look from the mid-range. He'd like to have that one back.
Where, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Pass to McConnell. Paxton with it. Outside, Simons. 6 on the shot. Out of the rafters. He punched it in.
Are you kidding me?
And how about the explosiveness of Simons? Man, can he get up and finish with power?
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Brown is checked in for the Heat. Garland comes in for Black.
And for the Heat, Jaylen Brown, Darius Clark.
McConnell against Garland. They set the pick. With Samart. Got a piece of it. Now, here's Bull. Knocks it loose. Pass to McConnell. Back to Bull. That's good, and it's McConnell with the assist. McConnell's got his 4th assist in this one. Garland against McConnell. Here's Brown. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. And the Heat lead by 6.
Well, you got to know the scouting report on Brown. He's solid cashing in from the mid-range.
Pass to Simons. Cranes the three-pointer. Simons has got a pair of threes now here in the 3rd for the Grizzlies.
Well, that brings his total to 5 makes from beyond the arc for the game. Feeling some confidence from range.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
McConnell scanning the floor. Now here's Johnson. And here's McConnell. Scoreless thus far. 4 on the clock. Simons from outside.
Love the hustle right there. He earned that rebound.
There's Brown with the 3, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Heat. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. We'll return short. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the side.
Trust each other these last minutes.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. On the court for the Heat, we've got Edey. Edwards is out there with Darius Garland. Then there's Brown, and it's Jovic in at the 4. 2 points, that one goes. Brown's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for Miami. Outside Leonard. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. 13 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Totally dialed in. Leonard makes quick work from that mid-range.
To the left side wing. Back to Garland. George against Edwards. From downtown, Edey gets the bucket.
Yeah, it just seems like every year Edwards gets more comfortable running the pick and roll.
Outside Turner. Just over a minute played here in the 4th. Misses from close range. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Miami. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Edwards kicks to Brown. Garland dishes to Edwards. The muscle from Edwards.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Right side Leonard. Yep, that one goes in there.
Why, such a fiery competitor. He won't back down in the face of adversity.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. What a rise for Taylor Jenkins. Working his way, Stan, from the G League assistant there to NBA assistant and now to NBA head coach. Wow.
Wow is right, Kevin. And Taylor Jenkins, one of the best coaches in the NBA. This is a guy who just kept grinding and learning. I think sometimes coaches get too concerned about when they're going to get their opportunity. Taylor Jenkins was always concerned about being ready when his opportunity came.
I think you and I are alike. We root for the grinders, don't we? The guys that have really work to climb that ladder.
I certainly do, Kevin.
Here's Brown. Ben Simmons with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Pass to Turner. Back to Simmons. It's George on the wing. Unloads from 13. The Grizzlies with another miss.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
Garland the pass to Edwards. Pass to Edey. Over George. It's good. Edey's got 4 points this quarter.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Simmons with it. Right side Turner. Outside George. Hits it from three-point range.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc. Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
And they double up Simmons. Nobody near Leonard. No good from outside. The Heat leading by 5. Garland left side. Pass to Jovic. Turner comes with the double team. Here's Jovic. Guarded by Reddish. Jovic, no good. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Leonard running the floor.
And busting it up the floor. Leonard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle.
Here's Jovic. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Leonard chewing him up inside.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. Now, they preached the little things in the huddle. They asked their team to battle on those 50-50 balls. One extra possession could be all the difference. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. George, no good. Miami's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Steps back and fires. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And there are some guys you can just give that mid-range shot to, but Darius Garland isn't one of them. He is so good from there.
Pass to Reddish to tie it up. It's hauled in by the Heat. Brown finds Garland. Back to Brown. Good ball movement here by Miami. Looking to end his cold spell. It's rebounded by Memphis. Simmons got 4 rebounds in this game. Leonard the bounce pass from deep. George, that's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Edey. And it's sent back by Turner.
And I would not test Turner. And Miles has led the NBA in blocks and just has great timing on his jumps.
Leonard on the wing. George against Brown. Floats one. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
And both free throws good for Paul George. Miami trailing. Here's Garland. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Leonard. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Leonard's got the lead up to 4 now for Memphis.
This is how dominant Leonard can be. And once he finds his comfort zone, he keeps his foot on the gas.
And again, it's the Heat missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Leonard with a screen on Garland. Left side, George. Back to Simmons. 5 on the clock. Fires for 3. Outside for George. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Pass to Jovic. Leonard brings the double team. Here's Edey. Outside Edwards. Oh, Edwards!
Just a ferocious play by Edwards. Taking the contact, but staying committed to his finish.
Garland against Simmons. Pass to Turner. Over Edey. He sinks the 11-footer.
And not a regular spot for Turner, but he shot with confidence, and that's what matters.
Garland, the pass to Jovic. There's Brown with the 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
He was scuffling with this shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
Here's George, and taken away by Brown. It's sent back down by Simmons. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Garland. Garland's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. George from deep three-point land. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's foul number 2 for him. The Heat with the lead. Now Garland. Edwards passes to Jovic. And the Heat, another 3.
Great feed. Edwards has such a complete game. He's much more than just a scorer.
We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And so George will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Outside Leonard. Will it go? Oh, they get it back. A nice shot by Simmons.
And forget the pretty offensive skills. Simmons using his length to get some gritty points on that play.
Edwards against George. Here's Jovic. No good on the triple.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Guys, they're holding on to the slimmest of levers.
Yeah, and you can't afford to let that thing get any slimmer.
Pass to Edwards. Edwards shooting fearlessly from the arc.
Well, you need a bucket? Give it to Edwards. He's got that clutch gene.
Here's George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
At the line for 2, Paul George.
He hits the first one, and that shrinks the margin to just 4.
And what I love about Paul George, the production, year after year after year.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Here's Turner, and it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons. Simmons got 6 assists here tonight. Outside Garland. They set the pick. Launches a 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
And there's Garland coming up big.
His confidence has to be through the roof.
Edwards against George. Yes! And the foul. It's on Anthony Edwards.
And there was a time when folks said George wasn't a clutch shooter. Remember? Not anymore, people.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line, and clearly not affected by the moment.
Miami's gone over and over to the three-point shot in the fourth quarter. 4 of 9. Here's Edwards. And they'll get another chance. Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error.
It's rebounded by Leonard. And here's George for 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead early.
Tricky move by Brown inside, making sure he gets the whistle and completes his motion.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. George against Edwards. Now, here is George. He's guarded closely. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he is unable to get the second one. Outside, George. Three-pointer. Count it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory. Much appreciated, David. And that about wraps it up. So now for